Hello students, I, Mrs. Madhvi Matre, welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. I hope all of you are doing well at home. We are studying chapter number 3, Polynomials. In this chapter, we have completed the topics Introduction to Polynomial, Degree of the Polynomial. Then we have seen operations on polynomials and synthetic division. Now we are moving towards a new topic, that is value of the polynomial. And then we will see remainder theorem and factor theorem related to this remainder theorem only. Okay, so let us start with the topic value of the polynomial. So here you know that every polynomial we denote as p inside the bracket x. Okay, so here x is called as variable. So in the polynomial, if we replace that variable by number, and then we get the value of that polynomial. Okay, so when we put number in place of variable, whether it is x or y, then we get value of this polynomial. Okay, so here for example, now we can see that suppose x plus 7 is the polynomial. Then if I am replacing x by 2, then 2 plus 7, that is equal to 9. This 9 is called as value of this polynomial x plus 7 for x is equal to 2. Okay, so this 9 is value of the polynomial. So value is nothing but a number which we get after replacing the variable by the given number. Okay, now in general, if px is a polynomial in x, then the value of the polynomial for x is equal to a is written as p of a. Simply the variable x we are going to replace by that number. A is what? Nothing but number. Like here we have taken 2. So here the value of a is 2. So for this we will say that p of 2 is 9 for the polynomial x plus 7. Now let us see solved examples from the textbook. So example number 1. Find the value of the polynomial in x, which is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 5 for x is equal to 2. So the polynomial is given and we have to find the value of this polynomial for x is equal to 2. So first write down the given polynomial px as 2x square minus 3x plus 2 plus 5. Now in next step you have to replace x by 2 everywhere. So we have to put x is equal to 2 in the given polynomial, and then we will get p of 2 is equal to 2 into 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 5. See, everywhere in place of x 2 is written. So 2 square is 4 and 4 into 2 is 8. Here we will get the answer 8. Here we will get minus 6 and plus 5. So it is 8 minus 6 plus 5. So how you can solve it? 8 plus 5 is 13 and 13 minus 6 is 7. And therefore, value of this polynomial for x is equal to 2 is 7. Or you can say that P2 is 7. So value of the polynomial Px for x is equal to 2 is 7. Let's go ahead. So here the important point to be noted that if you want to find the value of the polynomial, then you have to put that value in place of variable in each and every term. You can see here how we have replaced x by 2 everywhere. So to find the value, simply replace the variable by the given number. That's it. Now let's go ahead. So we will start with practice set 3.4, which is based on the concept of value of the polynomial. So the very first question here is for x is equal to 0, find the value of the polynomial x square minus 5x plus 5. Okay. So in the polynomial, let us take this value, this polynomial as p of x. Always write down it as p of x. So p of x is equal to x square minus 5x plus 5. Now we have to substitute x is equal to 0 here. We have to find out p of 0. So everywhere we are going to replace x by 0. So therefore p of 0, see in place of x simply go on writing 0, is equal to 0 square minus 5 into 0 plus 5. So 0 square is 0, minus 5 into 0 is also 0. So our answer is 0 minus 0 plus 5, that is plus 5. So we can write that p of 0 is equal to 5, or value of this polynomial for x is equal to 0 is 5. Let's go ahead towards second question. I hope you must have copied it in your notebook. If it is not done, you can pause the video and you can do so. Question number 2. If p of y is equal to y square minus 3 root 2y plus 1, then find p 3 root 2. Means what? We have to find value of this polynomial for y is equal to 3 root 2. It is not given y is equal to, but from this you can understand that we have to replace y by 3 root 2. Compare this. See, in place of y we have 3 root 2. So first of all, write down the given polynomial which is in y. The variable is y here. So what we can write down here is p of y is equal to y square minus 3 root 2y plus 1. Now in next step we have to find this. Okay, so in place of y everywhere we are going to write 3 root 2. So p of 3 root 2 is equal to 3 root 2 the square. Write in bracket. Here two numbers are there. So you need to write down them in bracket. Minus this 3 root 2 as it is, and into again value of y is 3 root 2 and plus 1. So what you can observe here is value of this is also 3 root 2 the whole square, which will get cancelled with this, and the answer is 1. This and this will get cancelled because see 3 root 2 into 3 root 2 is what? 3 root 2 square, which will get cancelled with this because they have opposite signs. So the value is 1. So you can write down p of 3 root 2 is 1, or value of this polynomial for y is equal to 3 root 2 is 1. Okay, let's go towards third question now. If p of m is equal to m cube plus 2m square minus m plus 10, then p of a plus p of minus a is equal to question mark. Now see, the polynomial has variable m, and then that m we have to replace by a here in the first case, and in the second case we have to replace it by minus a, and then we have to find the value. Okay, so let's write down the given polynomial first. P of m is equal to m cube plus 2m square minus m plus 10. Now we have to find this. So write down first p of a. Okay, so p of a means what? Simply we will replace m by a and we are going to get the answer. It's very easy to find. See, so p of a is a cube plus 2a square minus a plus 10. And then similarly we can find out p of minus a. So that is minus a cube plus 2 into minus a square minus of minus a plus 10. See, here everywhere minus a we are going to write in bracket because of the minus sign. Now you know that cube of negative number is negative. So cube of minus a cube is minus a cube. Then square is never negative. So here we will get plus 2a square. This minus and this minus will give us plus a and 10 as it is. Okay, so now we got p of a and we got p of minus a. Now simply we have to add them. See the question and go on doing according to the question. So we have to find out p of a plus p of minus a. So first write down all the terms from here, that is a cube, then plus 2a square minus a and plus 10. Okay. Then the terms from here plus it is. So the terms are going to be as it is. So copy the same terms here, minus a cube plus 2a square plus a plus 10. So what you can observe here is, see, plus a cube and minus a cube will get cancelled. Minus a and plus a will get cancelled because they have opposite signs. And then See this plus 2a square and this plus 2a square, that will give us plus 4a square, and 10 plus 10 will give us 20. So this is our answer, 4a square plus 20. So it's very easy to find the polynomial. Simply you have to replace the given variable by the number, or like in this case the constant a was given. So just observe the question and go on doing the steps accordingly. Okay. So some of you can start with this also, p of a and p of minus a, and then you can write. But to make it easier, I have found them separately and then I added. Okay, so that we can avoid the mistakes. Now let's go ahead. The final answer is written. Fourth question. If p of y is equal to 2y cube minus 6y square minus 5y plus 7, then find out p of 2. So it's same as the first question, which is very easy. You have to find out value of this polynomial for y is equal to 2. So you will write down the given polynomial. So you will simply replace y by 2 and you will get the answer. So this you will solve as homework. Mark it as homework. So here in this practice set, there were only 4 questions which were discussed just now. Now let us go towards the next topic. The next topic is remainder theorem. Okay. So here what we can understand, that the value of the polynomial px, just now we have seen what is the value of polynomial. For x is equal to minus a. So if we write it as p of minus a, so this value and the remainder, when we divide the polynomial by x plus a, see in synthetic division we have seen that the divisor if we consider, then for dividing we take the opposite value. So here also plus a is there, therefore the opposite of plus a is minus a. The value is found for the opposite number from here. So there is relation between the value of the polynomial and remainder when we divide the polynomial. Okay. So that relation is given by remainder theorem. So let's see what's the relation here. Okay. So see, if the polynomial px is divided by x plus a, means px is dividend and x plus a is divisor, then the remainder we get is p of minus a. Okay. So remainder means nothing but the value of that polynomial px for x is equal to minus a. Please take a note that here from the divisor we have to take opposite of the number as we used to take for synthetic division. So if divisor x plus a, then the value we are going to find for p of minus a. Okay, and that value gives us the remainder. This is called as remainder theorem. Okay. So how we can write it in words? If a polynomial p of x is divided by x plus a, then the remainder is p of minus a, and where a is a real number. Okay, this is called as remainder theorem. Now let us see one solved example from textbook. As I have said, solved examples also are equally important. You need to see all the solved examples from the textbook. Okay. So I am discussing one example here. By using remainder theorem, divide the polynomial x cube minus 2x square minus 4x minus 1 by x minus 1 and find the remainder. Okay, so this is the given polynomial which we will denote by px always. Then this is our divisor, that is x minus 1, and always take opposite of this as x. Okay, or simply divisor you can take as x minus 1 is equal to 0, and from that you can write down x is equal to plus 1, or exactly take the opposite number. If minus 1 is there, take plus. So the remainder is nothing but the value of this polynomial for x is equal to 1. So remainder p of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square minus 4 into 1 minus 1. Okay, so this is by remainder theorem. You have to write down the reason. That why you are writing remainder as p of 1. So it is because of the remainder theorem which we have studied just now. Then 1 cube is 1, 1 square is 1, 4 into 1 is minus 4 here means. So all the things are written. See, 1 cube is 1 as it is. Then minus 2 into 1 square is 1. Minus 4 into 1 is minus 4 and this minus 1 as it is. Okay, so again 2 into 1 is 2. So 1 minus 2 minus 4 minus 1. So now see, these are having equal signs. All are negative. So you will add these three numbers. Or simply you can see here this plus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. And simply you can add these two numbers as minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. So in this case the remainder is minus 6. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Now after this we will see factor theorem which is related to remainder theorem. Okay. So what's the factor theorem here? If px is a polynomial and a is any real number, and if p of a is 0, that means if the remainder is 0 for x is equal to a, then we say that x minus a is a factor of px. Okay. So after finding the remainder, we have to check whether it is 0 or what. If it is 0, then it is a factor. And if it is not 0, then it is not a factor. And opposite to that, or conversely, you can say that if x of a is factor of the polynomial, then p of a is always 0. Factor indicates that remainder is 0. You know, when we do the long division, that time also, if the remainder is 0, we say that divisor is a factor of dividend. Okay. So here if p of a is 0, then we can say that x minus a. See, opposite we have to take. That is factor of the given polynomial px. Let's see the solved example here. Check whether x is equal to minus 2 is a factor of polynomial x cube minus x square minus 4 by using factor theorem. So first of all, write the given polynomial as px. So we can write down px is equal to x cube minus x square minus 4. And we have to check for this. So this is our divisor. Divisor is x minus 2. So opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. We will find value of this polynomial for x is equal to 2. So find out p of 2. That means we are finding remainder by using remainder theorem here. So 2 cube minus 2 square minus 4. So 2 cube is 8 here. 2 square is 4. So you will find here minus 4 and minus 4 is minus 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. Now since remainder is 0, we can say that by factor theorem, x minus 2 is a factor of the polynomial x cube minus x square minus 4. If we don't get 0 here, then we are going to say that by factor theorem, it is not a factor. Okay. Remainder should be 0, then only we can say that it is a factor, otherwise it is not a factor. Now let's go ahead. One more example we will see from the textbook. If x minus 1 is a factor of polynomial x cube minus 2x square plus mx minus 4, then find the value of m. Now see, the converse you have to consider. See, x minus 1 is factor of this polynomial. So what we can say here is, for x is equal to 1, the value of the polynomial is 0. That means the remainder is 0. Okay, so write down this statement that x minus 1 is factor of px, and therefore p of plus 1, see minus 1 is there, so we are writing plus 1, the opposite number. P of 1 is 0. This is by using factor theorem. You are going to write down the reason here, by factor theorem. Now take the polynomial p of x, that is x cube minus 2x square plus mx minus 4. Simply replace x by 1. See here. So p of 1 is equal to 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus m into 1 minus 4 is equal to 0. See, from here we are writing. It is given to us that it is equal to 0. So 1 cube is 1. minus 2 as it is, again 1 square is 1, m into 1 is m, and minus 4 as it is, that is equal to 0. Again see 1 as it is, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, then m as it is and minus 4 as it is equal to 0. Now you can solve it. See, minus 2 and minus 4, you will get minus 6. Minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. So on left hand side we will get m minus 5, m as it is, and these three numbers if we add and subtract we will get minus 5. So m minus 5 is equal to 0, and from that we can write down m is equal to 5. Okay, so in the first example, we have to decide whether the given divisor is a factor of the dividend or not. And here it is exactly opposite thing or converse, that factor is given and we have to find some unknown coefficient here. Okay, now let's go ahead. So here on page number 52, this activity is given. So cancel this, it is under the reduced syllabus. So take a note of this, all of you. Now let's go towards practice set 3.5. We are solving practice set 3.5, which is based on the remainder theorem and the factor theorem. Okay. Also it is based on the topic, that is value of the polynomial. So here the very first question is, find the value of the polynomial 2x minus 2x cube plus 7 using given values for x. Okay, that means here we are provided with three different values and we will find the value of this polynomial for these three different values. That means what, in the beginning or in the first case we will replace x by 3. In the second case we will replace x by minus 1, and in the third case we will replace x by 0. So let's start with the first one here. So here I'm not solving all three sums. So here what I'm doing is, the first one is which is easy. You solve it as homework. I'm starting with second one. Okay. So first write down the given polynomial as px. Then see value of x is minus 1. So everywhere you have to replace x by minus 1. So p of minus 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1. Always write in bracket if you have negative sign. Then minus 2 into minus 1 cube and plus 7 as it is. Okay. First one is very easy, so you can solve it as homework by using the similar steps which you can see here. Now see, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2 is the answer here. Minus 1 cube is minus 1, and minus 1 into minus 2 you will get plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2 plus 7. Once again see, 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 1 cube is minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2, and plus 7 as it is. So you will observe that this minus 2 and plus 2 will get cancelled and your answer is 7. So we can say that P of minus 1 is 7. All of you please write it down, and by using the similar steps you solve first question also. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Now second question. For each of the following polynomial, find P of 1, P of 0 and P of minus 2. So in this case also we are provided with three different polynomials and we have to find values of these polynomials for these three different values. Okay. So let us start. Here also I am taking second one. First one is very easy. Like see, for first one, what you are going to do is, first you will find P of 1. That means you will replace x by 1. So 1 cube is 1. So P of 1 will be 1 here. Similarly, you will find for 0. The answer will be 0. And then you will find for minus 2. 3 times you will solve it. Once you will replace x by 1, then you will replace x by 0, then you will replace x by minus 2. Now let us see second one. Here now again I have to find P of 1. That means what I am going to do, I am going to replace this y by 1. So I am finding P of 1. In place of y, everywhere I am going to write 1. So here we have y square, so write down 1 square. then minus 2, then either you can write down into 1 or you can write down in bracket, which shows that you are doing multiplication, and plus 5 as it is. So see, 1 square is 1, minus 2 into 1 is minus 2, and then plus 5 as it is. So you will get it like this, 1 minus 2 plus 5. Now see, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 6 minus 2 is 4. So our answer is 4 here. So we found out P of 1. Similarly, we will find now P of 0. Same polynomial, but now we will find P of 0. That means y we will replace by 0. Everywhere in place of y we are going to write 0. So P of 0 is equal to 0 square minus 2 into 0 plus 5. So 0 square is 0, minus 2 into 0 is 0, and plus 5 as it is. So 0 minus 0 plus 5, the answer is going to be 5. And now we have to find out P of minus 2 also for this. So now we will replace y by minus 2 as we have done here. Okay, so P of minus 2 is minus 2 the whole square, minus 2 into minus 2. See, in place of y we are writing minus 2, and plus 5 as it is. So here minus 2 square is plus 4, and minus 2 into minus 2 is again plus 4. So we will get 4 plus 4 plus 5, that is 13. Okay, so we have found value of this polynomial py for all three different cases. We found p of 1 by replacing y by 1. Then we found p of 0 by replacing y by 0. And then we found p of minus 2 by replacing y by minus 2. Okay. Similarly, you will solve question number 3 also. Now, next question. Question number 3 here. If the value of the polynomial m cube plus 2m plus a is 12, for m is equal to 2, then find the value of a. Okay, so here we are provided with the value for the variable m. That means if we take this as polynomial p of m, then p of 2 is given to us. The value of the polynomial is 12. And we have to find out this unknown variable. Okay, so first of all, write down the given polynomial as p of m, since the variable is m here. So p of m is equal to m cube plus 2m plus a, right from the question. Then when m is equal to 2, the value is given as 12. So p of 2 is what? That we have to find out. Okay, so p of 2 we are finding, that means everywhere m we will replace by 2. So p of 2 is equal to 2 cube plus 2 multiplied by 2 plus a. But see now, this value p of 2 is given as 12. So here in this place we can write down 12. Okay, so 2 cube is 8, 2 into 2 is 4, and a as it is. So why I wrote 12 here? Because p of 2 is 12. This is given to us. We can see here value of the polynomial for m is equal to 2, means p of 2 is 12. So I have written the reason that why the left hand side is replaced by 12. Okay. Now see, 8 plus 4 you are going to get 12. So 12 is equal to 12 plus a, and from that we will get a as 0. 12 and 12 will get cancelled, or if you shift is this side, 12 minus 12 will be 0, and therefore value of a here is 0. Okay, so in this way we can find out the unknown. Now remaining sums from this particular exercise we will discuss in the next lecture. So students, please complete the given homework. Okay, so we will meet in the next lecture. Till that, you stay home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Thank you, students.